So today we're going to go through a yoga flow, which we're going to look more at shoulder mobility and chest openers. So we're just going to start off with some box breathing. So breathe in through your nose. As your chest expands, you're going to hold for 4, and then you're going to exhale for 4. And we're going to do that 4 times, okay? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Okay. We're just going to start off with some gentle neck movements. So bringing your ear to your shoulder on each side. And just see how that feels to begin with. Okay. When you're ready, you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder, and then you're going to bring your right hand all the way over to your left ear. And we're just going to add a little bit of a stretch here and hold it there for a couple of breaths. Might want to tilt your chin down. Be curious about that movement. Try and find where that stretch is. And the same on the other side, okay? So bring your left ear to your left shoulder, left hand over to your opposite ear, and just really finding where that stretch is in your neck. Nice. Okay, from here you're going to place your hand down by your side. You're going to lift this arm up and over, and we're just going to get a big stretch of your side body. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And we'll do the same over the other side. Okay, really lifting through that side body and breathing all the way into the bottom of your rib cage. Nice. Okay. Bring the arms out in front, interlace the fingers, and you're going to really curve your back here. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay, and then bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. And what I really want you to think about here is bringing those shoulders and your shoulder blades back and down. Chest is lifting. You're taking a couple of breaths here, looking up at about a 45-degree angle. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to meet in all 4s. Okay. So hips stacked over your knees, wrists under your shoulders, and we're going to start off with just your cat-cow position. So you're going to tilt your pelvis forwards, lift your chest as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you're tilting your pelvis back the way and rounding your back. Okay? Inhale, tilt your pelvis, lift through the chest. The head comes up. Exhale, chin tilts down, pelvis rotates. And a couple more. Inhale, chest lifts, arch your spine. Exhale, tilting your pelvis back the way, curving your back, upper back. Inhale, So from here we're going to thread the needle. Okay, so you're going to bring your left arm through in between your right arm and your right leg. You're going to exhale, bringing it all the way through. Inhale, bringing it all the way up to the sky, and a little twist there. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, and then we're just going to meet here. What I want you to think about here is that bottom arm. You're really thinking about pushing it away, really staying active through this top arm. So coming up into your fingertips and pushing the floor away so that you're getting a really nice stretch up the middle of your spine here. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Nice. Okay, come back to all fours and we'll do the same on the opposite side. So your exhale, arm comes through. Inhale, arm comes up. Inhale. Last one. And again, you're really thinking about pushing that arm through, coming up onto your fingertips on that top arm, push the ground away, and get a nice stretch up here for your mid-back. Nice, and we'll come back into all fours. Bring your toes, so your big toes are touching, and just bring your knees a little bit wider. And we're going to just come back into child's pose. So at any point in the flow, if you feel like you need a breather, please know that child's pose is always available to you. You can make this more active by really keeping your hips down on your heels and pushing those hands away as well. Inhale, you're coming up to all fours. Exhale, we're coming into our first downward dog, okay? So in your downward dog, you want to think about your knees being slightly bent, straighten that back, and then lift your pelvis up, okay? Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Really getting into that upper back and those shoulders, push through the heels of your hands. Nice. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to step forward to the front of the mat. Okay, bring your hands to your shin. Nice straight back, looking ahead. Exhale down to the ground. Inhale, hands to sky. Okay, you stay at the front of your mat. We're just going to do a couple of chest openers here. So what we're going to think about is bringing your hands all the way up over your head. Bring your right hand to your left wrist. You're going to lift the chest up and over. So you're pushing your left hip away and your left arm is coming over to the side. So you're getting that nice side body stretch on that left side. Come back to center and we'll do the same on the other side. So left hand takes a hold of the right wrist, lifting up through and then over to your left side. So your right hip moves away, your right arm is going over to the opposite side. Stay here for a few breaths. Nice. Interlace your fingers in front. You're thinking about rounding that chest like we did in seated. And like we did in seated, we're going to clasp your hands just behind your back. Lifting the chest up as you pull the shoulder blades back and down, and then you're going to lift them up if you can, if it's available to you. Just get a nice chest opener there. Okay, when you're ready, you can keep your hands here if you like, or you can bring them out in front of you. Knees nice and soft. We're going to hinge from the hips to come into our forward fold. Really thinking about driving down through those heels if you can, so you're getting a nice hamstring stretch here. Bring your hands down to the floor. If you want to add in a twist in here, you can bring your hand to your foot, bring that right arm up to the sky, and back down. Same on the other side. Right arm to your left foot, left arm to the sky. Nice. Place your hands on the mat. We're going to step back to our plank position. Okay, we'll just go knees, chest, chin first time. Okay, so keep your elbows nice and close to your body. You're coming all the way down. And then we'll come into our first cobra. Nice little back bend here. Back down. Tuck your toes. Come through all fours. And back into your downward facing dog. Paddle your toes out here if that's comfortable for you. Okay. Lift your right leg up. You're going to bring your right leg in between your two hands. We're going to come into a runner's lunge here. So if you can, keep that back leg straight, or if you need to, drop your back knee. Okay. Couple of breaths here. Okay, place your hands down on the mat. You're going to drop your back knee and untuck your toes. And we're going to do a couple of chest openers here with some hip flexor stretch. So you're going to come into cactus arms. So shoulders and elbows 90-90. You're going to lift through your chest as you come forward into that hip flexor stretch. Look up to the sky. And take a couple of breaths here. Okay, place your hands on the mat and we're going to push back into your hamstring stretch. So push your heel away as you straighten the leg and make sure that your chest is nice and tall. And we're going to do that a few times, okay? So you're going to cactus arms, push that back hip forward. Hands to the mat, push your heel away. Open up again. Push your heel away. Walk the hands forward, tuck your back toes and come back to your down dog. We're going to do the exact same on the opposite side. So lift your left leg up, bring your left foot in between your two hands. Okay, bring your left arm up to the sky so you've got your runner's lunge twist here. Again, if it's easier for you, drop that back knee, or if you can, keep that back knee up. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Bring your hand down to the mat. Drop that back knee, untuck your toes. And again, we're going to do your hip flexor and hamstring stretch here with your cactus arms. So as you move forward, you're bringing these arms up to 90-90. Breathing in. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, push that heel away. You're getting a nice hamstring stretch. Inhale. Exhale, in. into your hamstring stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Okay, place your hands on the mat. Meet back in down dog. Okay. Walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Okay, exhale, hinge from the hips, soft knees. Inhale, halfway left. Hands to shin. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. If you can come with me and do the full expression of chaturanga or press up here. Or if you would like, you can take the option of knees, chest, chin. So elbows nice and close to your body, coming down. And inhale to cobra or upward dog. Okay, squeeze through the legs, push through the front of your feet and lifting up through your chest. Okay, tuck your back toes and back to your down dog. Okay, you're going to step your left foot forward in between your front two hands. Your back foot is going to turn to face the long edge of the mat. And we're going to windmill your arms round so that we're coming into a warrior two position here. Okay, so back leg is nice and straight, front knee is bent, and your arms are nice and strong, looking ahead at that third finger. Couple of breaths here. See if you can take that front knee any lower. Keep those hips open to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, bringing that arm into a reverse warrior. So arm over your head so you're getting a nice stretch up your side body. Bring that front arm down onto your knee and then bring your right arm all the way over your head. So you're getting a nice stretch up the opposite side body. Okay. Just bring your back foot probably to about a 45-degree angle. You're keeping your front foot facing the short edge of the mat. What we're going to do here is a pyramid pose, okay, so it's a really nice hamstring stretch. So you might want to make your stance a little bit shorter so it's a bit easier, so just bring your feet a bit closer together. Okay, hips square to the front of the mat. And there's two ways you can do this. You can bring your hands down to the mat, keep your front knee slightly bent, and then push it back into extension. But if we want to bring that shoulder opening into it as well, we could also bring your hands behind your back, okay? So chest is nice and lifted. Really thinking about hinging from your hips, that left hip coming backwards, right hip coming forwards, and you're getting a really, really nice hamstring and shoulder stretch there. Stay here for a couple of breaths if you can. Feel the heat in those hamstrings. Nice. Place both hands down to the mat and we'll come to face the long edge of the mat, okay? We'll come into our wide-legged forward fold. So knees are slightly bent, hinge from the hips, chest stays lifted and coming forward. Okay, play around here to see what it feels like. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, from here, we're going to go to the opposite side. So you're going to bring your right foot to face the short edge of the mat, and this left foot is going to stay facing that long edge of the mat. Hips stay open towards the long edge, okay? Knee stays over your toes and arms come up. Keep your focus on your third finger in front. Okay, we'll move into a reverse warrior. So place the back hand down your back thigh, lift that top arm up over your head so you get a nice stretch up your side body. Okay, bring this front arm down onto your knee, stretch up over your head. Nice. Okay, and the same as the other side. So bring your back foot just a little bit closer, and your foot's going to be at a 45-degree angle. So again, option one, you could bring your hands down to the mat and then think about pulling your knee back. Okay, or if you want to come with me and add in the shoulder opener, bring your hands and interlace your fingers behind your back, bring your hands down, lift through the chest, and you're hinging from the hips, and you're really thinking about pulling that knee back. Keep those hips square, so you're pulling your right hip back while pushing your left hip forward, if that makes sense. Couple of breaths here. Lovely. Hands down to the mat, and we're going to walk back to our wide-legged forward fold, okay? So again, knees are slightly bent, hinging from the hips, chest staying lifted, and bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, bring your hands to the front of the mat, and you're going to step your back foot to the front of the mat. So we're in a forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shin. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Maybe add a little back bend here, lifting through the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Knees slightly bent. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold. Come back to plank. You've got the option of knees, chest, chin here, or you could also do the full expression press up. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, and we'll meet back in downward dog. Okay. Come onto all fours. And here we're just going to do another shoulder opener. So this is called puppy pose, okay? So you're going to keep, it's kind of similar to child's pose, but you're going to keep your hips over your knees this time. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring those hands forward, and you're aiming to get either your forehead, nose, or chin to the mat, okay? So it's a really nice one for your shoulders and your back, your upper back. And if you can, take a couple of breaths here. See if you can sink into it a little bit further with the exhale. Nice. And when you're coming back up, just as a counter, will come back into your child's pose. This time you can keep your child's pose nice and narrow, bring your hands down by your side. Okay, when you're ready, we'll come back up to seated. Okay, in seated, you're going to keep one leg out in front and you're going to see if you can bring the opposite leg over. Okay, so you're kind of crossed over. And what we're looking for here is whatever leg you have crossed over, I have my right one. My left arm is going to hug that nice and close. So I'm getting a nice hip stretch here. And then I'm going to use my right arm behind my back. Okay, inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, rotate round to look over your shoulder. Nice. And then we'll unravel, so bring both arms round, bring that right leg up, straighten it out ahead, and we'll do the same on the opposite side. So left leg comes over your right leg. Squeeze your knee in nice and close. Bring this arm round behind you. Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate. Nice. So if you can, just come down onto your back, squeeze your knees in nice and close. You can just go round in circles or side to side. Give yourself a little massage if you'd like. Okay. If you can, bring your left knee in nice and close and straighten that right leg out. Okay. We're going to do a little twist here. So bringing that left knee out to the opposite side. And you're going to open up so that you've got cactus arm on this side and you're looking over your left shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder and your hip and your back. Okay, go back to center and we're going to do the same this time with the right leg. So right leg in nice and close, left leg out in front of you. Bring that right leg over to the side. Open up your right arm and look over your shoulder. Okay, back to center. Place both legs out as long as you can. Palms facing the ceiling. We'll just finish with a few big breaths here. So big deep breath in through the nose. Hold if you can. And then exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Relax those shoulders. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Feel free to stay here for Shavasana if that's something that's open to you. Thank you very much for sharing your practice with me today.